The days of corn dogs and square pizza being a lunchroom staple could soon be a thing of the past, as the Georgia Department of Agriculture and a number of schools across the state are teaming up as part of the Vision 2020 program.
Damon Jones tells you what that is and highlights one school that is eating produce literally grown in their backyard.
While this might look like your typical school cafeteria, the food they're serving is not. Oglethorpe Point Elementary in Glenn County is one of the schools involved with the Vision 2020 program, created by the Georgia Department of Agriculture with the goal of having 20% of all school menus serve Georgia-grown produce by the year 2020 and 20% of schools serving 50% Georgia-grown products.
But any of the produce that we order in, we get a list stating where that produce is coming from so that we can, and in advance we get the list so we can pick which items we want that are either Georgia or locally grown.
And this school has taken locally grown one step further by letting students tend to a garden on the school grounds.
When students are able to really get their hands on learning, plant, connect with the concept of how things grow and what makes them grow, it's just a great way for kids to really connect with that and with that part of the curriculum, and it really makes learning engaging for them, so it makes it real.
It gets the children involved in every aspect. So it exposes them to fresh fruit and vegetables right from the start, planting those vegetables, growing them. It gets them excited about trying vegetables, which is not always an easy thing to do, especially with really young kids.
And these kids not only grow the produce, they eat it as well.
So we had a few staff members that got interested in doing something with children with that, and then our cafeteria heard about what they were doing in the garden, and so then the cafeteria approached my teaching staff and said, let's plant some vegetables and let's serve them in the cafeteria.
And this allows students to experience the entire process from planting to picking to eating, which makes them appreciate their food that much more.
So when we're serving carrots or broccoli or things like that, the kids are actually seeing this thing come out of the ground that they can actually eat, and it's not processed, it's natural, it's all right here, it's grown in their backyard, so to speak, and so it's really, it's good for kids, and then it's promoting healthy choices.
These choices and the Vision 2020 program as a whole are designed to benefit these students now and into the future.
For kids to know where their food's coming from and to understand as they get older that this helps stimulate your local economy and this helps, your whole community. By avoiding the processed foods and things like that, you're also helping the environment.
I grew up on a farm, and so I live in this place where we don't have a lot of farms. And so it's helpful for kids to visualize that and understand that their food doesn't come from the grocery store.
Reporting from Glenn County, I'm Damon Jones for the Georgia Farm Monitor.